Welcome to your coverage of Missoula's sports heroes. You're tuned in to the Missoula Prep Sports Network live stream of local sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen.
This presentation of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana.
Check it out.
MPSN is your leader in Missoula's prep sports.
Woo!
We now take you to the action on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Everybody hustles out there, okay, guys? Nobody quits.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lindbergh Craig Field. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we get set for the Missoula Mavericks taking on the Glacier Twins in a doubleheader today. And, well, we've got a good one. You know, we had some moisture the last couple of days here in Missoula. We've had delays for some state divisional softball and some cancellation on the east side of the state before softball. Track has been pushed back and tennis pushed back a little bit because of the moisture. Well, we've cleared the clouds out and we've got a gorgeous day here for some Missoula Mavericks baseball. It is going to be cloudy and a little bit chilly, but hey, the athletes are going to have fun on the field, and that's what makes today so awesome for baseball on the field. We're going to go ahead and jump into our starting lineup here at Lindbergh Craig Field between the Missoula Mavericks and the Glacier Twins. For the Glacier Twins, starting things off will be number 21, Jay Terp. He is the center fielder. Number 13, Zach Veneman is the pitcher. He'll bat second. Batting third will be number 10, Corey Clark Dickinson. He's the shortstop. 29, Austin Andrechik. He is the first baseman. And let's see here. I don't have my numbers, so I have to jot them down real quick. I apologize while I do so. Number 10, Clark Dixon. Number 29, Austin Andrechik is the first baseman. Number 22, batting fifth, is Chad Queen. He's the catcher. Batting sixth is number 5, Nathan Hayter. He is the left fielder. Third baseman will bat seventh. That's number 1, Steven Andrechik. And number 9, batting eighth, that's Jack Price, the second baseman. Filling out the the starting lineups, that will be number 15, Gavin Schroeder. He is the right fielder. Head coach, manager, Murray Stabaugh. For the Missoula Mavericks, it is
number 6, Bo King.
Number 10, Bridger Johnson, leading things off in center field. This designated hitter will bat second. That's Stuart Long. Trad Richardson will be the wall behind the plate, batting third, number 13. Drew Stedrew, number 5, bats fourth. He's going to hold down first base. The right fielder, Caden Jordan, number 17, will bat fifth. Brendan Hill is going to be our defensive wall and the infield at the shortstop. He'll bat sixth. Batting seventh is number 8, Thomas Martin. He's the second baseman. Sam Busey hanging out in left field. Batting eighth, that's number 16. Number 11, Caden Heydrich. He fills out the order with a third base spot, and Dylan Chalmers is the man on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound for the Mavericks. Mavericks managed by Brent Hathaway. And that is your starting lineups for today.
Today's lineups have been brought to you by the Downtown Missoula Partnership. The umpires for game
So we're going to have our
Mike Hughes. At first base, Klein Voorhees.
national anthem here in a moment, so we'll go ahead and step aside. When we come back, we'll have first pitch. You're listening to Mavericks Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Warning!
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, this is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Lindbergh Craig Field. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we move into the game here. Our veteran of the day being announced on the field right now as he already threw the ceremonial first pitch. So we'll be just about ready here in just a few moments. Mavericks coming off of a loss to the Helena Senators, which really doesn't mean anything because it is non-conference, it's pre-setup, and so these are just games, as Coach Benjamin said last week. They're just throwaway games, trying to get boys prepared for the season coming up. Mavericks will have their first tournament coming up here next weekend as they host the Memorial Day weekend tournament. That'll be Friday through Monday with games here at Lindbergh Craig Field and at the Osprey Field, Ogren Park at Allegiance Field at Ogren Park. And so that'll be going on. So if you get a chance, folks, come out. They'll have AA going on at one site and A going on at the other site. Familiar teams from throughout the state playing, or throughout the league playing in the tournament this year, as we'll have Vauxhall. We'll see Vauxhall for the first time this year. So our veteran shaking hands with the Glacier Twins. Twins 7-3 on the season, coming out of Legion's A Northern Division. Runner-up to the Bitterroot Red Sox last year for the A State Tournament, which will be played in Florence this year. Alrighty, so our officials today behind the plate will be Mike Hughes, and Klein Voorhees is in the field. As our veteran has a chuckle with the coaches down on the end of the Glacier line and now gets an ovation from the crowd. And it looks like we've got Charlie Martin in the crowd. Haven't seen him for a while as he has been traveling to watch his son play ball. And then also he has been coaching some Little League ball this year as well. So love it when these guys stay within the community here and help out within the community. So for the Mavericks, I have Dylan Chalmers on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound. As he warms up with Trad Richardson. Fun to see Trad behind the plate. He does a good job out there. Trad, a utility man, as he has the ability to play a variety of positions. And there's a few guys out here for the Mavericks, the veterans mainly, that are able to move where they need to go. Brendan Hill is another one. He's a center fielder playing shortstop today. He also catches. Dane Frazier, normally a first baseman, he pitches. He's played some outfield and has spent some time behind the plate. So lots of utility guys here for the Mavericks. It's good when you're able to move some guys around and be able to use them in a variety of spots as well. As we get ready for Jay Tyree for the Glacier Twins.
Leading off for Glacier, the center fielder, number 21, Jay Tyree.
So Tyree will step in. And Dylan Chalmers will have his first pitch from the 5 Valley Auto Pitchers mound. First pitch at 103 as it's swung on. For strike one, we've got a game time temp of 57 degrees with a 62% chance of humidity here today. Here's Chalmers, and showing bunt will be inside to even the count at 1. Over the plate for strike 2, and Chalmers has been a force for the Mavericks the last 2 years, actually the last 3 years, as he did have a very well played defensive squad, as we're going to have strike 3 for the first out. Now last Saturday in Billings, Chalmers would face the Scarlets, and well, he would only allow 2 hits on the game and just played lights out throughout the contest. And I know that speaking with some of the Scarlet parents after the game, they're a little worried about seeing him later on in conference play, as the next pitch is going to come in for ball 1. So 1-0. Here's Chalmers with the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to be fouled down the third base line. But for Chalmers this year, 2-0 as a starter, or 2-0 with his record, I should say. 4 games, 7 games total played, as he's going to have strike 2. 4 starts, 21 total innings, as this one's going to get off the batter, and we'll have a hit by pitch to load a runner on.
Number 10, Kobe Clark Dickinson.
So that brings us to Kobe Clark Dickinson, and he was a force last year in that A tournament. I was really impressed with his play in the state A tournament. Very capable batter. But for Chalmers, in his 21 innings as they go to first, he has allowed 12 runs off of 15 hits. None of those runs have been earned. He's walked 2, struck out 24, has a .81 for a whip. And they go back over for the pickoff once again. Stensrud had a connection a couple weeks ago over there for the pickoff for the out, and he's done well to step in there when Frazier's not in, as Chalmers will slide this pitch over the plate to start us out with strike 1. Mavericks as a team, though, 5.75 ERA, and that's only with a handful of guys that have pitched so far. It's 11 pitchers that we've seen on the season, as we go even at 1 on the count. Here's the pitch. Runner's going to go. A swing and a miss. Throw to second, and Thomas is not able to hold on to it. The runner will get the base, but we'll have strike 2. So stolen base for the Twins as they move a runner. Chalmers now steps off the rubber on the 5 Valley Auto Pitchers mound. We'll have a doubleheader tomorrow with Butte. Butte playing at the A level this year instead of at the AA level. Sometimes you've got to make that move to strengthen your team, as this one's bounced right to Chalmers. He'll pluck it out of the air, and That will be out number 2. The throw to third is made, but the runner will advance, and we've got 2 outs on the board.
First base number 29, Austin Andrich.
So that takes us to Austin Andrich, the first baseman. Left-handed batter with 2 outs and a runner at third now. Glacier, as I said at the top, 7-3 on the season so far. Just a non-conference schedule as teams are just getting into rhythms here, as this pitch will be inside on the batter. Chalmers with the set. And he'll go over the plate on the outside to even us out at 1. 2 games today against the Twins. Next game will be 20 minutes after this one finishes up, so 7 innings on both. As Chalmers will put that ball just about the same spot as the last one, and here in the top of the first inning, we've got 2 outs on the board with a runner at first and a 1-2 count to Austin, as this one's going to be bounced up to Chalmers once again. He'll have the race, the toss to Stensrud, and that is the side. So 1 left behind for the Twins, and we go to the bottom of the first. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
The Mavs have gone green.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. As we drop to the bottom of the first inning, Mavericks get their opportunity to bat with Bridger Johnson, Stuart Long, and Trad Richardson on the schedule. For the Mavericks, it is Zach Veneman on the pitcher's mound. And Veneman, one of those ones from last year that really stuck out. He had a great game against the Red Sox to close out that state tournament last year in Miles City, and they should be a contender once again this year as we move to Florence for the State A tournament. The Double A tournament will be in Billings, so we'll have both tournaments right here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. You'll be able to catch the video stream from Florence and Billings as that comes up, and we're excited about the opportunity to stream the state tournament once again. So for the Mavericks, it is Bridger Johnson coming to the plate to lead things off for the Mavericks.
The Mavericks, the center fielder, number 10, Bridger Johnson.
Johnson had played at short, but they switched Johnson and Hill in spots, and it's been a good change for the Mavericks defensively. So here we go with Veneman. His first pitch of the game is going to be outside for ball 1. Now looking at Johnson, 17 games total. As this one's going to be right over the shortstop's head and will dribble into the gap, and the Mavericks will load a runner on to start things off here in the first. So we come to Stuart Long.
The designated hitter, number 2, Stuart Long.
Long looks down the line at Coach Hathaway to get the signal. Third base coach Brian Mosier over at first. Veneman now with the stretch. And this one will be fouled back into the catcher. for strike one. Stuart Long, the designated hitter today. He's followed up by Trad Richardson in the on-deck circle, as Drew Stensrud will snag the ball from behind the backstop. For Johnson, 17 games that he has been at bat, and he's going to be loaded up at first after the hit by pitch.
The catcher number 13,
And that's the fourth time this season that he has been the recipient of an HBP. So that brings us to Trad Richardson, the catcher in today's contest. And this one will bounce in. They will throw to second as Johnson dives back in, and he'll have pride stripes up the front of that nice white jersey for the Mavericks. Haven't seen the knee socks this year for the Mavericks. They usually do that a couple of times. It's always cool when they do the... And Richardson's going to have this one into center field. And that'll be out number one.
The first baseman number 5, Drew Stensrud.
As we go to Drew Stensrud, the first baseman. So Stensrud steps in, batting .240 with a .457 on-base percentage. Runners at first and second and 1 out. Despite the clouds, it's really turning out to be a great day. I mean, people are bundled up, which is kind of unusual, as Veneman will step off the rubber. Johnson playing out there at second base. Long at first. And we'll have ball one. But for Stensrud, he's had 25 at-bats, 6 hits, 7 runs, 6 RBIs, 9 walks and 7 strikeouts, as this one is over the plate to even it out at 1. Caden Jordan in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks with runners at first and second and 1 out. Here's the 1-1 by Veneman, and Stensrud will slice for strike 2. Mavericks as a team 254 as an average. And this one's going to get loose, and Long is going to be stuck. This one's going to throw the catcher, throws it into deep right field, and the runners will get a chance to move on to second and third. And we have our first error of the game. So 2-2 on the count, and Stuart Long can take a deep breath now that he's at second base. A little bit of an overcommitment there. And we get a full count at 3-2. Our umpire, Mike Hughes, gives us the count. And now Veneman with the pitch. And Stensrud will take this one for a ride into the gap. It's going to have a deep roll. Runners will be cleared out of the bases. Stensrud is going to take a chance and pick up second. And the Mavericks will have a 2-0 lead on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard.
The right fielder number 17, Caden
Off
Jordan.
the double by Stensrud, brought 2 home. Caden Jordan now at the plate for the Mavericks. Hathaway, instructions for Stensrud at second. And the pitch by Veneman will be outside for ball 1. So the Mavericks able to pick up a pair of runs right here out of the gate with 1 out on the board. Inside pitch will give us ball 2. 2-0 on the count with Brendan Hill in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks as we move to the 6-spot batter. Right now the number 5 spot batter at the plate. And the ball, they're going to go ahead and send the runner, and the throw will not be made. And the Mavericks will have a threat at third and a 3-0 count to Jordan. Jordan wearing number 17, and that was Ricky Stevens' number. Stevens, the closer, as I called him. He had Randy Johnson type abilities as a closer, and a hesitation by Houston will have strike one, as Jordan thought that he was going to be able to move down the line to first. Here's the pitch by Veneman, and this one will bounce out to Veneman. They're going to go hold Stensrud, and they'll punch Stensrud out at third. So that'll be 2 outs with a runner at first.
Shortstop number 3, Brendan Hill.
Runner reaching off the fielder's choice. So we come to the shortstop, Brendan Hill, with 2 outs and a runner at first in Jordan. Mavericks 2-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's Veneman with the pitch, and Hill will pop this one over second base. Second baseman's there. Nope, it's going to be the right fielder, and that's the side. So the Mavericks leave 1 behind. They earn 2, and it's 2-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Top of the second coming up right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at MPSN406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's prep sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the top of the second inning. Mavericks lead 2-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard, and it is the 5, 6, 7 batter scheduled on the inning. Chad Queen, the catcher, to lead things off. So Queen, Hayter, and Steven Andrachik and Chalmers will have the first pitch of the inning hit right at him. It's going to bounce right behind second base, and the Twins will have a runner on to start the second inning, just as they did off the first, except for this time it will be off of a hit versus a hit by pitch. So that moves us down the line to Nathan Hayter, the left fielder. So the Twins returning 3 seniors from last year's squad. That was a runner-up at the State A Legion tournament, as Chalmers will bring this one in for, and a good job. Heydrich will come in for the dive. The throw to first will be out, and that's 2 turned right out of the gate to wipe the bases clean.
Third baseman number 1, Steven Andrich.
Great job by Heydrich to lay out at third, and then to hop up and make the throw to first. Great play on the infield. And that brings us to Steven Andrachik, and Chalmers will bring in a ball for his first pitch to Steven. This one's hit at Chalmers. He'll take it off the toe, chases it down, and the race to the bag will be won by the Mavericks. So a quick double play to shut things down here at Lindbergh Craig Field. We go to the bottom of the second right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we're in the bottom of the second inning here at Lindbergh Craig Field. Missoula Mavericks lead the Glacier Twins 2-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Glacier Twins playing out of the Montana Legion A North Division, a little bit different. There are quite a few teams at the A level for Legion baseball, and so they do break them up into divisions, conferences, however you want to do it. For the Mavericks, though, we'll have the 7, 8, 9 batters up with Thomas Martin leading things off. So Martin, Busey, and Heydrich. Heydrich with that great play to turn the double play. And Martin will step in for his first at-bat. Here's Veneman, and Martin's going to take this one to the third baseman. A hop, a toss, and it's off the bag. They say safe. So Martin reaches to lead things off for the Mavericks here in the second. Taking us to Sam Busey. Now Missoula was hosting the AA state tournament, or divisional. But with the moisture, as Busey's going to bounce this one out to the shortstop, the throw to first will be made. And once again, it's a high toss. And Busey's going to reach after a hop and a dive on the bag.
The third baseman, number 11, Caden Heydrich.
And they're going to score both of those last two plays for the Twins as errors, as Heydrich comes to the plate. So runners at first and second with no outs here in the bottom of the second as Hydro steps in. Veneman with the pitch, bunt showing, and we'll have ball one. Mavericks looking to put a little motion on the field in. Top of the order in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. Here's the pitch by Veneman. Bunt showing once again, and this is going to be a foul hop down the third base line, and we'll be even at 1 on the count. Glacier Twins for a doubleheader today. Butte Miners for a doubleheader tomorrow. The Helena Senators will be right here at Lindbergh Craig Field on Wednesday night. And then we go to the first tournament of the season for the Mavericks. Bunt showing, and it'll be outside as we get ball 2. It'll be a good time, folks. I would encourage you to come out next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I know it's Memorial Day weekend, and people have lots of plans, but bring the family out. I mean, they've got a great concession here. It's a great atmosphere as the throw to second is made, and they're going to say safe for Martin as he dives back in over there. Be some great baseball played all weekend long right here at Lindbergh Craig Field and over at the Osprey Field, as this bunt will be laid down and the throw to first is made. It's a hop once again, and we'll have loaded bases. And now we'll get Coach Slabraw out to, is it a visit? Yep, he's going to go out and visit with his infield here after 3 errors on the field. Now, folks, I know it's starting to get nice out. Well, we do have one of the best gyms in the state of Montana, the best gym in the state of Montana, and that would be Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana, with 6 locations throughout the state. You can get your fuel on whenever you're on the go. Check out Fuel Fitness online at www.clubfitness.com for a location near you and get started today. Fuel Fitness is a proud sponsor of high school sports and the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana. So we get back into it here with the top of the order. Bridger, Johnson, loaded bases and no outs, and Veneman will have one over the plate for strike 1. And a wild pitch is going to bring Thomas Martin down the line, and the Mavericks will move runners second and third, and it's now 3-0 Mavericks on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard, with no outs on the board. That brings us to 0-1 on the count, or 1-1 on the count, to the center fielder. Now we'll have 2-1. So as alluding to just a few moments ago, as Veneman will have the pitch in, and we'll be outside to go 3-1. It sounds as though the AA divisional tournament Western tournament has been canceled for today, and they are going to have, just like the East has done, is this one's going to be fouled right back into the batter to give us a full count at 3-2. So that means that the top 4 seeded teams, which will head to the state tournament out of the West, and looks as though Glacier is possibly number 1, Sentinel number 2, Capital 3, and Helena 4. So 1 Missoula team making an appearance, as we have a high pitch to walk the batter and load the bases up with no outs here on the board. Takes us to Stuart Long, the designated hitter. And Veneman will deal a strike for his first pitch of the inning to Long. Loaded bases. Mavericks earned 1 run off a wild pitch here in the second. And Long will slice for strike 2. And it's Trad Richardson in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. Long the DH today. Long batting .480 in 13 games as we go 1-2 on the count now. And we get the chainsaw rip from Mike Use for the strikeout for out number 1.
Number 13, Trad Richardson.
So that brings up the catcher, Trad Richardson. Richardson, he's one of the more consistent batters for the Mavericks at the plate, as he's going to slice this one into the gap. That's going to bring runners around from second and third, as Busey will score, as well as Heydrich, and the Mavericks will earn 2 off the single by Richardson.
Number 5, Drew Stendrud.
And with 1 out on the board, we come to the first baseman, Drew Stendrud. Runners on the corners here in the bottom of the second inning. And Queen will step in front of the plate and signal the field. Yeah, Stensrud gets ready for his first at-bat of the inning. Stensrud, another one, batting well. You know, players over 10 games. There's been a lot of lineup shifting just to see where guys are going to fit in properly, and that's what all of this beginning is all about. Stensrud will have this one pop down the first baseline foul. Is it going to be in play? Sliding, but not able to make the play is the first baseman, Austin Andrechik. And we'll have strike one to Stensrud. But in 13 games, Stensrud's had 25 at-bats. 6 hits, 7 runs, 6 RBIs. Walked 7, struck out 5, been hit 3 times, and has 1 stolen base. So 0-1 to Stensrud as he steps back into the box. Runners on the corners. And the pitch. And Stensrud will find a soft spot. That will bring Johnson home from third, and the Mavericks will be up 6-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard here in the bottom of the second with 1 out. And we come to Caden Jordan, the right fielder. Veneman now with the stretch. And an outside pitch for a ball. And it looks like Coach Slaybaugh is going to let Veneman roll on the mound right now. As we go back outside for ball 2. Haven't seen any movement in the Glacier bullpen. And with just 10 games in, you know, different coaches have different philosophies on how they want to push their players, how they want to see what they can get out of their players. And as Jordan will foul this one off to go even. 2-1 on the count, I should say. Veneman now with the stretch. And Jordan will reach. That'll be strike 2, so we're even on the count at 2. Runners at first and second. 1 out on the board, 2-2 on the count to Jordan. Veneman now with the stretch. And this one will be bounced out to the shortstop. The throw to second and down to first, but it's going to be a hop, and we'll have 2 outs on the board as the runner reaches first. Mavericks lead 6-0 here in the bottom of the second over Glacier, and Brendan Hill comes to the plate now. Hill at the shortstop position. Hill looks down the line, Hathaway with no signal. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. Veneman on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. And the pitch. This one's going to be a high pop into right field. Right fielder's tracking it down in the clouds, has it in the glove, and that's the side. So the Mavericks leave 2 behind, but they earn 4 to make it 6-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We'll be back with the top of the third right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN as we go to the top of the third inning. Mavericks lead 6-0 over the Glacier Twins. Game one of our doubleheader between the Mavericks and the Twins here on Saturday. And leading things off, Dylan Chalmers on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound. And leading things off, it'll be Jack Price. So 8-9-1 scheduled on the inning for the Twins. Here's Chalmers with the 1-0. And this one will be pushed up in the sky. Foul, and will be even at 1 on the count. Now we get ball 2. So 2-1 on the count for Price. And Price will bounce this one out. Hill will come up on it. The throw to first is rocketed over. Stensrud sticks the bag, and that will be out number 1.
The right fielder, number 15, Gavin Schroeder.
Brings us to the right fielder, Gavin Schroeder. With 1 out and nobody on. And this is a little bunt thrown down. Chalmers will have it. Throw to first. Stensrud on the bounce, but not able to hold on to it. This is going to roll deep down the first baseline territory. Throw to second, and the runner will push Hill off the bag. And that'll be a reach off the air. So with 1 out on the board, Glacier will have a runner at second, and we swing to the top of the order to Jay Tyree. And Tyree will punch this one up over second base. Martin's looking for it, has it in the glove, and that will be out number 2.
Number 13, Zach Veneman.
The pitcher now, Zach Veneman, for the Twins. With 2 outs and a runner at second. Veneman settles in, and Chalmers with the pitch. And that one's going to be, they're going to say that he sliced right across on Veneman. And the runner will get the base. So now we go to Kobe Clark Dickinson with runners at first and second and 2 outs for the Twins. Time is called as Clark Dickinson steps out. And one bounced out. Hill will let it come. The throw to second, and that will be the side. So Glacier able to put a couple up, but they leave them behind, and it stays 6-0 Mavericks on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We'll be back with the Mavericks portion of the third right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
At Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of prep sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Chad Queen.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Lindbergh Craig Field for the Missoula Mavericks hosting the Glacier Twins. And the Mavericks lead 6-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And some defensive changes that have taken place for the Twins as first and catcher have changed. So Chad Queen is now at first base and Austin Endrichik is at the pitcher position. Thomas Martin will lead things off for the Mavericks. For the second inning in a row, the Mavericks were able to bat through. And it is Zach Veneman on the the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound. The gate is open down the third base line, and this one's going to roll between the third baseman's legs, and Martin will get on back-to-back leadoffs. As we come to Sam Busey now. 7, 8, 9 batter scheduled for the Mavericks on the inning. Glacier warming up a pitcher in the bullpen down the third base line as the throw to first is made, and Martin's got to dive back in. Busey waiting for his first pitch of the inning. And we'll have ball one. 1-0 on the count. Runner at first, no outs. Bottom of 3. And the throw to second, and Martin's going to get the base. And so 2-0 on the count, and Martin at second. It's Caden Heydrich in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks, as this one's going to bounce down the line to the third baseman. It'll hold Thomas at second, and they'll have the out at first.
Number 11, Caden Heydrich.
Takes us to the third baseman, Caden Heydrich, with 1 out and a runner at second for the Mavericks. Seven innings scheduled today. We are in the bottom of the third. Here's Veneman with the pitch. And Hydro will take this one for a ride into center field. Center fielder is tracking it in the glove, and that will be out number 2. Martin looked like he was going to go, but stays at second, and that's 2 down.
Number 10, Bridger Johnson.
With Bridger Johnson, the top of the order, coming to the plate for the Mavericks. A little bit of a breeze now. Clouds low along Blue Mountain. Kind of makes for a pretty picture out the window here. And the outside pitch will be ball 1. And it looks like the young man in the bullpen is just stretching his arm with the rubber band right now. Swing, contact, strike 1. For Johnson, he's got 2 runs and a hit on the day. And he'll put this one in over second base, and they're calling for it. Second baseman drops it. And they're going to say safe as Thomas Martin steps on home plate. And the runner will reach off the air, and the Mavericks take a 7-0 lead. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the third, with Stuart Long at the plate for the Mavericks. Here's the pitch by Veneman. And he'll be outside for ball 1. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be tight across the shoulders of Long for ball 2. 2 outs on the board, and Glacier looking to get out of the inning with just 1 run put up there after knocking 2 down. And Long will bounce this one right to Veneman. He'll have the catch to throw, and that is the side. So the Mavericks earn 1, leave 1, and it's a 7-0 lead on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We'll be back with the 4th, top of the 4th, right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Lindbergh Craig Field as we jump to the top of the 4th inning. Mavericks lead the Twins 7-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. It is Dylan Chalmers for his 4th inning on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound, and leading things off for Glacier is Austin Andrechik. So 4, 5, 6 scheduled on the inning for Glacier. Our plate umpire use says play ball, and this one's going to be bounced out. Hill will have it in the glove. It'll hop out, and the runner will reach off the air. And that's just the second error for the Mavericks today, as the Twins have 6 on the board. That takes us to Chad Queen, who has moved over to the first base spot from behind the plate. 1 on, no outs, top of 4. Here's Chalmers, throw to first, forcing Austin back into the bag. Chalmers with the stretch. And he'll be just outside for ball 1. Gate closed down the third base line for the Twins. So their possible pitching change might come from within the field, as this one's outside and we get ball 2. Chalmers did have 1 inning. He closed the game on Wednesday against Helena. Had a near perfect game against the Scarlets as we get strike 1, so 2-1 on the count on Saturday. And Chalmers is that top ace pitcher for the Mavericks as we get a swing for strike 2 to even the count. Runner at first. No outs, top of 4. Nathan Hayter in the on-deck circle, and they're going to say he committed, so we'll get the strikeout for out number 2. Brings us to Hayter, the left fielder. Hayter, one of 3 seniors returning for Glacier this year. It would be Kobe Clark Dickinson, Nathan Hayter, and Gavin Schroeder, as Chalmers will deal a strike for his first pitch. They're still playing well, though. It's 7-3 on the season coming into this game. As this one's off the grip, it's going to make its way into right field, and that will put runners at first and second. That one looked like it was an awkward swing, but he still reaches, and with one out, Glacier will have runners.
Number 1, Stephen Andrich.
We go to Stephen Andrich now for the Twins with one out and runners at first and second. Chalmers standing tall on the 5 Valiato pitcher's mound. Gets the pitch from Richardson, checks the runner at second. And an inside pitch over the plate for strike one. And Chalmers pitched a full 7 innings last weekend against the Scarlets. And I suspect with a 7-0 lead here in the fourth, he'll probably do the same. This one's bounced down the third base line. Will be fair. Hydro on the hop. The throw to first, and Stensrud will tag the bag. Runners will advance to second and third, so it works kind of like a sack bunt the way it came off the bat, and 2 outs on the board.
Number 9,
Jack Price now at the plate for his second time today. Price 0 for 1 as Chalmers stares him down. Runners at second and third. Here's the pitch by Chalmers, and it'll be high to get us ball 1. Chalmers, 38 pitches, 27 of them over the plate today, as he'll come inside for ball 2. So just a little over 10 pitches an inning in the first 3. As we step off, and he was probably just under that, as we've had 4 batters at the plate since the start of the inning. Here's the 2-0 by Chalmers, and it's going to be foul off the grips down the third base line for strike 1. Gavin Schroeder in the on-deck circle for the Twins. 2 outs on the board. Here's the 2-1 by Chalmers. And we'll get the strike call to even us out at 2 now on the board. We'll have the second game 20 minutes after this one finishes up. We are in the top of the fourth. Here's Chalmers with a 2-2. And we get the chainsaw pull for the final out of the inning. 2 left on. And the Mavericks keep it 7-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Mavericks turn to bat right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we are In the bottom of the fourth inning, Mavericks lead 7-0, and Glacier has made another defensive change. So Corbin Hurst has come in to take over at second base for Jack Price and will bat in the number 8 spot. It's Zach Veneman on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound, and for the Mavericks, it's going to be the 3-4-5 batters with Terad Richardson coming to the plate.
13, Brad Richardson.
Mavericks lead 7-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard as the infield meets with Veneman on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. Some of the A squad players out here today taking in the game as Use says, let's play ball. Pitch on the way. And Richardson's going to bat this one foul down the third base line for strike one. The gate back open for the Twins down the third base line there. Here's the Veneman pitch, and outside to even us at 1. For Richardson, 1 for 2 with a fly out and a single. He's got 2 RBIs as we get ball 2. Here's the 2-1. And Richardson has this one bounce past the third baseman. They'll call that one a hit. And the will have a runner on to start the fourth inning. Brings up the first baseman, Drew Stensrud. Stensrud now waiting, and it looks like the third baseman might have stretched out there for that one. Taking a moment. And Coach Slaybaugh going out to check on his player at third. And we get to work with some exceptional groups here with MPSN that love to support high school sports. While one of them is celebrating a anniversary this year as Tip Coburn and Associates, who have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense law in addition to other areas for the past 60 years. That's right, 60th anniversary for Tip Coburn and Associates. If you need some legal advice, a little help, give Tip Coburn and Associates a call today at 406-549-5186, or check them out online at their nice little new website, www.tcsattorneys.com. Tip Coburn and Associates, lawyers fighting for Montanans since 1959 and proud sponsors of the Missoula Prep Sports Network. They did make a change on the field, it looks like. The young man that was warming up in the bullpen made his way into that third base spot. And no word yet as to whether it's officially a change, and you can't see the number on the young man. He's got a different color glove. That's the only thing I can tell the difference of. It looks like it might be number 3, Jace Crabb, but I can't really tell. So that gets Drew Stensrud, and his first pitch will be a strike. Veneman now, foot on the rubber, pitch on the way. And Stensrud will slice for strike 2. So no outs on the board with Trad Richardson at
number 7, Trenton Tyree.
It is Trenton Tyree who has taken over for Steven Andrechuk. And then he will bat in the 7 spot. So we get a 1-2 count now to Stensrud. And we get an even count at 2 now. Veneman with the pitch. And Stensrud has this one high into the gap. It looks like the right fielder is there. It's in the glove. And that will be out number 1. Richardson will make his way back to first base.
Number 17, Caden Jordan.
So it takes us to the right fielder, Caden Jordan, with 1 out and 1 on here in the bottom of the 4th. Mavericks lead 7-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Mosier taking a coaching moment with Stensrud down the first base line. Veneman will check Richardson at first, and now the pitch. And a slice for strike 1. And Jordan goes down on the swing. And looked like he was grabbing on his knee. So we've had a couple of players that have gone down. That's going to bring coaches down the line to check on the player. We're going to go ahead and step aside. You're listening to Missoula Mavericks Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.fivevalleyAutosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN. Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network. As Caden Jordan has been taken off the field, Connor Daniels has been brought in his place. Connor Daniels with a shot, and he'll be on, but they do have the out at second for 2 outs on the board now while we are at break, so I apologize that we didn't get back here right away. But now we go to Brendan Hill, his third at bat today. Here's Veneman with the pitch, and Hill will have this one hop down the third base line. The throw to first is made, but not in time, and it's going to be it gets away from the first baseman, so that will put Daniels at third and Hill at second with 2 outs on the board. And they are going to score that as a hit and an error.
Thomas Martin.
And we come to Thomas Martin with 2 outs on the board. I hope that Jordan is all right. They escorted him off the field and into the dugout. As Thomas Martin comes to the plate. Here's the pitch by Veneman. And Martin will swing for strike 1. And an outside pitch to even us at 1. Enderchick having to really work there at the plate at the moment. As we go 1-2 on the count, or 1-1 with 2 outs. And Martin will swing for our strike 2 now. For Martin, 0 for 2. He's reached off of 2 errors today, though. Here's Veneman with the pitch. And Martin will be struck out to end the side. So, the first goose egg on the inning for the Mavericks. And it's 7-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Foot Pod is sponsored by Allegiance Benefit Plan.
Warning!
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning! This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at MPSN406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's prep sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN as we hop up to the top of the fifth inning. Twins 0, Mavericks 7 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And
Number 15, Gavin
we have Gavin Schroeder to lead things off. So it's 9-1-2 for the Twins here in the top of the fifth inning. They did walk Trenton Tyree down into the bullpen, and the gate is open as this one slices foul for strike one. Chalmers with the pitch and a swing for strike two. Dylan Chalmers has just been on fire today. From the mound once again, had a great outing last Saturday in Billings against the Scarlets and doing it again here with the Twins. And a swing, and we'll have a K for out number one for Dylan Chalmers. That swings us to the top of the order to Jay Tyree. One out and nobody on, as Bo King will come out and bring baseballs out for Mike Hughes, our plate umpire. Chalmers now with the pitch. Slides over the plate for strike one. Jay Tyree, third plate appearance of the day. As Chalmers will have this one low. Richardson keeping it in front of him to even it out at 1. 0 for 2. A strikeout. And a fly out. Here's the 1-1 by Chalmers. And showing bunt. They're going to say strike 2 as he committed. Glacier Twins with a good group traveling down. Want to say hello to their fans that are watching as this one's going to be rolled out. Hill will come up on it. The throw to first is rocketed over, and Stenzer not able to keep his foot on the bag, and that will put a runner on. And they are going to charge it as an error. So that takes us to the pitcher, Zach Veneman, with 1 out and 1 on here in the top of the 5th. Veneman steps in. Chalmers with the stretch, and they'll throw to first. Be interesting to see who will throw in Game 2 this afternoon. Here's the pitch. Tight inside, and we get ball 1. So 1-0 on the count to Veneman. Chalmers now. And we get ball 1 to even it out on, or ball 2, I apologize. So used to Chalmers throwing strikes. Veneman has reached twice today off hit by pitches. He'll swing on this one, and we will get strike 1 now. So 2-1 on the count. So Chalmers would like to hold Veneman off as he's been placed at first off of HBP. Throw back to first. Trying to hold Tyree over there at first. This one's going to be rolled out. Hill will have a good grip on it. The second. Throw down the line to first, and Stensford's not able to hold on to it. And that's going to allow... They're going to say out at first. So that will turn the side. We go to the Mavericks portion of the fifth right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN as we move to the bottom of the fifth inning. Mavericks leading 7-0 on the Fast Trip Comic scoreboard. Hello, everyone. Chris Stratton at Lindbergh Craig Field. Missoula Mavericks hosting the Glacier Twins in a doubleheader. And we've got a change on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. Trenton Tyree now stands on the rubber, and Veneman has been moved over to third base. So for Veneman, he allowed 7 runs off of 6 errors. And it hasn't updated, so didn't get his pitch count. That's all right, though. For the Mavericks, it's the bottom of the order, 8-9-1. Sam Busey to lead things off with Hydro in the on-deck circle. And we've been cruising along in this game. Bottom of the fifth.
Number 16, Sam Busey.
1 hour and 12 minutes so far played as the infield will gather on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound, and Busey waits 1 foot in the box. Busey now settles in. And we'll see our first pitch by Tyree. And he'll be outside for ball 1. And Tyree had come in when Steven Andertrick was pulled out with, and now this one slides over the plate to even us out at 1 after the injury to him over there at third base, and now they've slid over, and Tyree stands on the mound. Here's the 1-1. And be outside to make it 2-1 on the count. Maverick fans not happy with the call at the plate. Here's the pitch by Tyree. And Busey will foul it off. We'll go even on the count at 2. Caden Heydrich in the on-deck circle with Bridger Johnson in the hole for the Mavericks. We'll have home games for a little stretch here, as tomorrow home against Butte, doubleheader. Outside to make it a full count at 3-2 to Busey. Busey 0 for 2, reached off his error, his first at-bat, a ground out. But the Senators will be here on Wednesday night for a single 9-inning game. And Busey will hop this one right up over the second baseman's head. And the Mavericks will load a runner on to start things off here in the fifth. takes us to the bottom of the order to Caden Heydrich for the Mavericks, and Busey makes it to second.
Number 11, Caden Heydrich.
Heydrich steps into the box as Tyree settles on the mound. Here's the pitch. And a nice high pitch for ball one. So the Mavericks will have the Senators on Wednesday night, Butte tomorrow for a doubleheader, and then the Mavericks Memorial Day weekend tournament kicks off on Friday. Games all day long Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, with Monday both AA and A level teams playing. AA will have games here over at the Osprey Stadium on Friday, and then Saturday we'll be back here. Sunday and Monday back at Allegiance Field. Outside pitch goes 3-0 for Heydrich. 0 for 2, reached off an error, had a fly out. Does have a run though. Here's the pitch by Tyree. 3-0. And Use will give us the strike call. 3-1 on the count now. Tyree with the stretch. And Hydro will be walked to put runners at first and second for the Mavericks. And will swing to the top of the order to Bridger Johnson. Tyree leans in, gets the pitch, and now the stretch. Outside pitch over the plate for strike one. So Johnson at the plate 3 times today. He's 1 for 2 with 2 runs. Here's Tyree's pitch. And that one's going to be off the knee. The runners are going to advance to second and third with no outs on the board. The Mavericks will have a threat at third as Hathaway goes and shakes Busey's hand. For Johnson, he had a double to start things off, walked, and reached off an error his last at bat. And the shortstop, Kobe Clark Dickinson, comes in to check in with Tyree. Here's the stretch by Tyree now. 1-1 on the count. And the outside pitch, this is going to get off the glove. Busey's going to go. And the Mavericks will have a run to make it 8-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard with Hydro at third now. And a 2-1 count to Johnson. And it's Stuart Long in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch by Tyree. Inside. And we go 3-1 on the count. Tyree with the stretch. And we get a walk to put runners on the corners for the Mavericks. No outs on the board. They lead 8-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard.
Stuart Long.
We come to Stuart Long, the DH in today's game. Putting Trad Richardson in the on-deck circle. Johnson at first, Hydro at third. No outs on the board. Here's Tyree with the first pitch of the inning to Long. And it'll come inside for a ball. And that's going to warrant a visit out to Tyree. You know, as we get into the traveling season, folks, there's only one place you need to stop and shop when you're on your way out of town, and that would be Fast Trip Conoco. Summertime, springtime means fun in Missoula with trips to the river, camping, backyard, barbecues, and all kinds of fun stuff like that. Let Fast Trip Conoco be your one-stop shop for the most convenient gas pumps to the full stock of your favorite drinks and the coldest ice in town to keep you cool. Want to make your car look good before you head out? Well, stop and run through the Magic Touch Car Wash, conveniently located right in the parking lot of Fast Trip Conoco. Fast Trip Conoco is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula. So we settle back in after the visit, a 1-0 on the count to Long, and Tyree will deal a strike. Evens us out at 1. Second game will come up 20 minutes after this one finishes up. So we'll have that right here. And then tomorrow it'll be a doubleheader with the Butte Miners right here at Lindbergh Craig Field. And a low pitch will get us a ball 2. Don't let the clouds scare you away, folks. It's a great place to watch baseball. The most fun you'll have on a Saturday afternoon. I encourage you to come out if you're in the Missoula area and check out the games tomorrow. You can come out and check out to get the games this afternoon as well, as this pitch is low for ball 3, as we'll have one more this afternoon. You want to bring the family out. Kids will have fun chasing down foul balls. And they've got a great concession stand going this year too. And we'll have a full count at 3-2 now for Long. Long hit by pitch, strikeout, and a ground out on the day. Here's the 3-2 by Tyree. And Long will swing for out number 1. That'll take us to Trad Richardson. Richardson slides the catcher's gear off and steps to the plate. Runners on the corners with 1 out for the Mavericks. Tyree now with the stretch. Richardson lets it go by for strike 1. As Tyree with the stretch and the set. And Richardson's going to find a spot out in the outfield. Hydra will come home. Johnson scoots around to third, and the Mavericks make it 9-1 off the Richardson hit here in the bottom of the 5th. 9-0. I said 1. It's 9-0. And now the big bat of Drew Stensrud comes to the plate for the Mavericks with 1 out. Now, if the Mavericks score Johnson, that would be the win with the 10-run rule here, as Stensrud's got to duck out of the way for ball 1. 7-inning games, it's a 10-run rule in the 5th inning. So we're looking at 9 right now. Connor Daniels in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. Here's the 1-0 by Tyree. And that one's off the grips, foul to even us out at 1 on the count. Richardson standing at second. Johnson at third. And Richardson's about halfway down the line as the infield is in expecting a bunt. And it's over the plate for strike 2. Shortstop, third base, second and first base, all tight on the infield fringe. Richardson down halfway as we get a check swing. And they're going to say strike, a tag on Stensrud, and that will be out number 2.
Number 9, Connor Daniels.
Takes us to Connor Daniels, his first at-bat of the contest. Coming in for Caden Jordan. Actually, it's his second at-bat as he took over at the plate for Jordan when Jordan went down. And the outside pitch to the left-hander will be ball 1. Runners at second and third with 2 outs here for the Mavericks, and that brings Brendan Hill to the on-deck circle. Tyree now with the stretch and the set. And Daniels will slice for strike 1. Even count. Daniels with a fly out, his first at bat. He'll get this one a crack foul down the third base line, and we go 1-2 on the count. Fans continue to come in, enjoying a day at the ballpark. Here's the 1-2 by Tyree, and we'll get ball 2. So 2-2. Some of the Glacier fans questioning the call. Here's the pitch by Tyree. And he'll step off the rubber. We've got Klein Voorhees in the on-deck circle as we get an outside pitch to go 3-2 on the count. Two outs, runners at second and third. Here's the payoff pitch by Tyree. And Daniels punches this one high into center field. It's got lots of air under it, but the ball is in the glove, and that's the side. Mavericks will leave 2 behind after they earn 1, and they earn 2. It's 9-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Top of the 6th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Warning!
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning! This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we come to the top of the 6th inning. Mavericks lead 9-0 over the Glacier Twins on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Chris Stratton at Lindbergh Craig Field. And in the top of the 6th inning, it will be number 10, Kobe Clark Dickinson for the Twins. Dylan Chalmers on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound. His first pitch will be tight inside for ball 1. So it is the 3, 4, 5 batters for Glacier on the inning. Chalmers with the pitch. And we'll go to ball 2. Clark Dickinson settles back in, and we get ball 3 now. And Hathaway is going to come out. And that'll be a visit as Richardson heads to the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound as well. Speaking of Five Valley Auto Sales, if you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales on South Reserve. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. Whether it's their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN. After the visit, Chalmers will deal a ball. It'll go between the legs of Richardson, and that will be a walk for Glacier, and that is the first walk of the game for Chalmers. That'll take us to Austin Andrichik with one on and no outs on the board. Here's the pitch over the plate on the lefty for strike one. So a runner at first to start the inning. And a foul ball will get a strike two, as it just had a little bit of contact and slid between the legs. And they'll go ahead and give Chalmers a clean ball on the inning. Chalmers, 60 pitches, 40 of them have been strikes. It was about 55 coming in, so that's just... And a reach and a swing for out number one by the catcher.
Number 22, Chad Queen.
Taking us to Chad Queen now. One on, one out, top of six on a 7-inning game. Here's the pitch. And Chalmers will come inside for ball one. Runner at first steps away. And Chalmers will go back outside for ball two. So 2-0 on the count. Chalmers walking Clark Dickinson in, which was the first batter. Pitch, swung on, foul back, and we'll have strike one as that one hopped over the backstop. Two one is what Hughes says at the plate, and Chalmers will stretch. And we get a 3-1 count now. In the on-deck circle is Nathan Hayter. And walked batters will put runners at first and second for the Twins, as Hill and Richardson will check in with Chalmers, with Hayter coming to the plate. Hayter, one of 3 seniors on this Glacier squad.
Number 5, Nathan Hayter.
Hayter will step in with one out on the board and runners at first and second. Chalmers stares down in and will stretch. Swing for strike one. With the appearance of Chalmers maybe slowing down here, Glacier should get a little bit more aggressive at the plate. Here's the pitch. And Chalmers will slice over the plate for strike two. So 0-2 on the count. Runners at first and second with one out on the board for Glacier. Glacier, they've had 2 hits but no runs. 7 errors committed, and that has been the big number on the board for Glacier. As this one's going to be bounced out. Hill will have it. The toss to second. Martin down the line to first. Stensrud's got a hop, but will keep it in the glove, and that'll be 2 outs on the fielder's choice.
Number 7.
Runners at first and third with 2 outs now for the Twins as we come to the pitcher, Trenton Tyree. His first at-bat of the game. Here's the pitch. This one punched up over first base. Martin comes in. He's calling for it and leaves it in the glove. And once again, the Twins are held off at third, 2 left behind, and we go to the bottom of the 6th. Mavericks leading 9-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn and Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn and Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn and Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN as we drop to the bottom of the 6th inning. Mavericks lead the Glacier Twins 9-0 here at Lindbergh Craig Field. Hello everyone, Chris Stratton in on the call for today's doubleheader. For the Mavericks, it is the 6, 7, 8 batters. Brendan Hill leading things off. Hill, Martin, and Busey on the schedule for the inning.
Number 3, Brendan Hill.
Twins, 2 hits, no runs, and 7 errors. Mavericks have gotten their 9 runs off of 8 hits and have committed 3 errors. Hill now steps in. It is Trenton Tyree on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound. Here's the pitch by Tyree. And Hill will jump this one into center field, and it's in the glove for out number 1. Takes us to Thomas Martin with 1 out on the board here in the bottom of the 6th. Tyree with the stretch, and his pitch will come outside for ball 1. Tyree leans in, and now the pitch in the dirt for ball 2. For Martin, he's reached off of 2 errors today and was struck out his last at bat. Here's Tyree with the 2-0, and Martin patiently watches it go by for ball 3. Tyree now with the stretch. And that will bring Tyree into the count for strike 1. So 3-1 on the count. Sam Busey in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks with 1 out on the board. Here's the 3-1 by Tyree, and Martin will reach off the walk. 3rd time that Martin's been on today. We come to Sam Busey now.
Number 16, Sam Busey.
Busey settles in. Bottom of the order in the on-deck circle. They'll shift the center fielder more behind second, as Busey's going to slice this one foul for strike 1. Busey settles back in. Next, as this pitch is going to get way over the head, and Martin's going to be at second now as we go even on the count at 1. So as I was mentioning, we're at home for a little bit. The next road game will be the 31st of June at the Bitterroot Red Sox. That'll be a Wednesday night 9-inning game. MPSN will be on the road for that coverage. Here's the pitch. And another wild pitch gets away. Martin now stands at third. And Tyree wanting Andrchik to come out with him, but he won't. So 2-1 on the count to the left fielder. Martin standing at third now. As Busey will hit this one high into right field. It is caught. Martin will tag. The throw is made, and that will be game, folks. The Mavericks get the win, 10-0 in the first game, and it would be a 1 hour and 40-minute game. Mavericks get the win, 9-0, 8 runs, 3 errors. Glacier, 2 hits and 7 errors. We'll be back in about 20 minutes with game number 2. Refill that popcorn and charge up the water glass. We'll be back.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports.
What a rush!
MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness.
Always, always, always.
Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.
Well, goodbye.